I'm always behind the camera first to make sure what you're looking at is a good shot. That looks like a good shot. Some of Ricky's toys in the background and the real toys right over there. Welcome to our Corvette channel. Welcome to what is going to be a Tech Tuesday tonight. We'll go down and see Chuck here in just a minute, what we haven't seen yet. It's been over a week. We really thought we would have seen the Nürburgring times for the ZR1 and or the ZR1X. You watch, tomorrow it's gonna come out. It always happens when I'm either out of the office or in Bowling Green, GM announces something major with Corvette. So tomorrow I'm scheduled off. So I think that's when they're going to drop the times. If they do, and you bet we're going to share another channel because I want to see the times too. In fact, I referred to the Nürburgring times on this Sunday's Coffee with Conti.
What's that time again? Let me hear that time again. What?
6.67.
Yeah!
This is going to be a really short video, a lot of fun, and it's hard to believe that what you're going to see literally took 4 hours to film. It's probably going to take 2, 3, maybe 4 hours to edit, but you know what? It's going to be worth it. I hope you can join me for the C4 versus C8 autocross, if you will, on this Sunday show.
Coffee with Conti. Where's my coffee?
Speaking of this Sunday, we're going to be at a car show in Louisville, Kentucky. Address is up on the screen. I'm excited to be participating in the River Cities Corvette Club. This is not just a Corvette show. It's all cars, trucks, Jeeps, motorcycles. This is going to be cool, and we're going to be a part of it. This Sunday, we've got some stuff we're donating to help raise money for the charity that they're doing a wonderful job on, and expect to see some highlights from that show coming up in a future upload here on our channel. And I'm looking forward to meeting you guys this Sunday in Louisville, Kentucky. And next weekend, this is a show that I've tried to get to for years. So far, the stars are lining up. We're really looking forward to meeting you guys and participating in the biggest all Corvette show in Texas. It is the Corvette Invasion in Bastrop, Texas. Thank you, Sean Jones. Wonderful job organizing this. And the invite, oh my gosh, it means so much. I'm going to be there with some other great people that you know here on the internet. Rob with the Z06. Yes, Rob from Paragon's going to be there. Mike from Brink of Speed. Corvette blogger, Corvette podcast, Steve Garrett's going to be there, and I'm going to be there with you guys hanging out. We're going to share highlights from that show and a future upload on the channel as well. Also, last minute addition to the show is Ben Keating. He's the C8R driver. He's going to be at the Corvette Invasion, and he's bringing the Corvette race car. And more importantly, at least to me anyways, thank you, Sean, for giving me this update. What also is going to be at that show is the very first Corvette that I ever bought. Pete is coming up from Corpus Christi, and you're going to see my first Rapid Blue 2021. It'll be at the Corvette Invasion. In fact, there's over 335 cars registered already. Again, all Corvettes. And there's people coming from multiple states. Of course, Texas, but Alabama, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma. This is going to be a great show. Corvette Invasion. And I'm so glad I'm finally going to make it. Then the week after Corvette Invasion, we go back to Kentucky. If you're in the area, this is a show that you need to see. This is historic. This is probably one of the most sought after shows to view and participate in the state of Kentucky. This is Cars in the Commonwealth. It's going to be held Saturday, July 26th at the Hermitage Farm in Goshen, Kentucky. Again, this is a show to see, and the cars that you're going to see, from American muscle cars, modified customs, exotics, collector cars. I hope to see you at Cars in the Commonwealth on Saturday, July 26th. And then on Sunday, July 27th, we're at Bowling Green, Kentucky at the NCM Motorsports Park. This is the Kentucky SCCA Autocross. They're pretty serious about this. They got different categories and all this kind of stuff. I just want to go out there and just race and have fun. If I beat you, I beat you, but I just want to have fun. So we're going to be there. If you're in the area, come by and say hi. I'd love to see you guys down there at the NCM Motorsports Park. Real quickly, a couple of things going on in August. Looking forward to meeting you guys at the Woodward Dream Cruise Corvette Kickoff event at M1 Concourse. That's right. I'll probably be pulling the trailer again down Woodward. Why not, man? What a great time. August 13th, join us at the M1 Concourse. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. And then August 22nd, during Corvettes of Carlisle, that'll be the only day on that Friday that I'm going to make an appearance at the Corvettes of Carlisle. Real quickly, get in there, share some stuff, film some stuff, meet you guys. And of course, we're going to check out the Chevy display. Friday, August 22nd, Corvettes of Carlisle. I'll be a little bit, and I don't know if I have to look at the schedule. I don't know if the autocross is going on then. If it is, I want to do that too, because I didn't get a chance last year. So yeah, I definitely want to do that. All right, let's run down and see Chuck. We've got a quick Tech Tuesday for you guys. And before I show off your cars and the beautiful rides, I'm going to show off our cars, a little quick inventory walk as well. So a little bit of everything tonight on the show. Thanks again for joining us. Now, I know I've talked a lot already. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. This is our Corvette technician, Chuck. You know what I did Sunday?
Hard to say.
Finally got the 87 Vet out.
Like I said,
dude, it started right up. Oh my gosh, we set up a mini autocross. That's going to be this Sunday's Coffee with Conti show. I had such a freaking blast.
Cool.
Spent hours just moving these cones around and just acting like a little kid. At one point, we're way over by some warehouses. I don't even know where here in town. And people were stopping on the side of the road. Their kids were getting out, sitting in the grass, watching us. We could have sold tickets to it. It was incredible. So, but here's what's really incredible. I'm driving back after the event. 4 hours, we're pouring sweat. I'm still smiling, having a great time. All of a sudden, whoosh, the glass roof blows off the 87. Now, you know how high that thing sits up.
Yeah.
Falls off onto the road. Stop, go back to pick it up. Not a chip, not a scuff, not a scratch, not a crack.
Wow.
How's that even possible? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It's a miracle!
You better frame that one.
I know. Well, it's sitting in the garage right now on the floor. All right, a couple of Tech Tuesday for you guys. If you got a question how to use something on your Corvette, you got a problem with your Corvette, maintenance in regards to your Corvette, email us. The address is up on the screen. We do appreciate you taking the time to watch tonight. What do you got for us, buddy?
All right, let's see what we got going on here. This one comes from Jim. It says, I have a 2019 Z06 freaking 6 convertible. I can't get the trunk open with the key fob, driver's side button, or the button under the license plate. I can get the trunk to open with the key from under the license plate. What gives? Soft close motor problem? Any videos on how to fix this, or do I need to bring it to the dealer? It more than likely needs a latch, but I mean, if I had it, I would check, make sure I got power and ground and everything to it. Maybe it didn't pop a fuse or something simple. But if you got power and ground, all the things it needs to work and it don't work, then yeah, more than likely a latch one.
Probably needs a latch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. All right, this one comes from Robert. It says, typically replace my car battery at the 5-year mark. I have a 2021 C8 and I'm coming up on the 5 years. When the battery gets changed, will I lose memory items? If so, is there a way to avoid that? I've been watching you since before I ordered my car. Keep up the great work in our hobby. This is Corvette number 12.
All right.
I mean, it's like you and I talked off camera, it's 50-50.
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah, sometimes you lose the memory, sometimes you don't.
I think a lot has to do with depending on how long that battery is disconnected.
Right.
You know, sometimes you remove and replace it right away and you fire it up, it's like, oh my goodness, my seat's moving, my radio station's there,
Sure.
Everything's good. But you may lose some of it, if not all of it. That's the risk. But
Yeah.
it's more important to have that battery working, because we've talked about it countless times for years on this channel, that this is a computer on wheels, even more so now on the C8 Corvette. And
Absolutely.
if a module's out here, then it's going to communicate and not really communicate with this module and this module, and that's when you get the rabbit hole of problems going on. So yeah, you're doing the right thing by maintaining that battery for sure. Thanks for watching us, and hopefully I'm a part of Corvette number 13. Do appreciate that.
Yeah, always remember, like I said, these alternators no longer charge a battery.
It's a great point.
They just maintain a fully charged battery.
Right.
So the 5-year mark's not a bad idea.
Right.
All right.
Well, like Chuck says, let me steal your line.
Yeah.
Because it's not a problem until it's a problem.
Exactly.
Right, so yeah.
The battery in a C8, it's a real problem once it goes dead.
Oh, you ain't kidding, man.
All right, this one comes from Mike in California. Says, hi Rick, what's the protocol on my 2022 C8 with 7,600 miles on it? Do I need to change the transmission fluid within the 3-year or not? Let me know. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, that's not us, guys. That's the General Motors recommendations. They, regardless of mileage, or they have a mileage mark, but most people aren't hitting it.
Right.
So yeah, it has to be done at 3 years.
We had a guy in here the other day, 3 years, 2,000 miles on his car, and he goes, man, they just told me I got to change all the transmission fluid. Do I have to do that?
Right.
I said, how old's the car? He goes, it's just over 3 years, like 3 years and a month, I think it was. I go, yeah. He goes, it only has 2,000 miles. I said, dude, you need to do it. You know, not just to keep the warranty intact for the powertrain, but really just for the overall functionality of that transmission. That's how it's designed. That's how they've said, this is the maintenance course this transmission needs. That's what you need to do. So yeah, that one hurts a little. And we're starting to see that. We're just talking about cars that are 3, 4, 5 years old now.
Right.
We're starting to see some of the expense that is, you know, happening with these C8s. We've got a more technologically advanced car, guys. We got to take care of it. It is going to cost a little bit more, but at the end of the day, it's a heck of a car, man. So just take care of her.
And like I said, I've heard a lot of bad talk about, oh, the flushes and services, that's just the dealer screwing you over. No. If you break out your owner's manual, your maintenance schedule's right in it. That's from General Motors, not me.
Yeah, and that guy with 7,600 miles, if he's 3 years at 7,600, he kind of like got a double whammy because he needs to do the DCT.
Yeah.
And do that anyways, and then do the whole transmission fluid flush. Yep. Now, there is a second filter in there, and I made a mistake in my 21. I wanted to do that for content of the channel. You don't need to change that filter that's out of the pan. That's a life filter in that pan. The only filter we talk about changing is the DCT canister. And you guys, and I tell you guys this constantly, as soon as you change that and you leave the dealership, doesn't the car feel like it shifts smoother, it just accelerates, like it's breathing better? There's a reason for these services, absolutely. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's another Mike, one from Mike. It says, hey Rick, can you please do me a huge favor and ask Chuck if this sounds right, that you have to drop the C8 Z06 engine to replace a defective fuel injector.
Depends.
My local dealer wants to do just that.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, it depends. I'm not sure which way it is. I think if it's on the driver's side, you can struggle and do it in the car. If it's on the passenger side, I believe the motor does have to come out. It's vice versa, one or the other, one of the sides.
And GM will dictate that protocol.
Right.
Even though you said it's probably easier to take the engine out regardless of the side, but the unfortunate thing is GM won't pay for that.
No, not if it's under warranty, no. But yeah.
Absolutely. So,
yeah, unfortunately, because this became an issue, if you remember when the Z06s first come out with the noise a few of them had.
Did you get in there and adjust that lifter or whatever?
Yeah. You had to drop the motor out to do that as well.
Yeah, but the motor's only on the one side.
Right, only on the one side.
On one side you had to do that. Because I remember a couple of times you were just in there and it was just like a tiny turn. That's all you had to do. That's all it was. Just a small. You weren't replacing anything.
No,
it was just small
just realigning.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was crazy. I got a couple for you guys real quick, and then we're going to do a quick inventory walk, show off my cars, and then we'll show off your cars tonight on Tech Tuesday. Last week we talked about the Solar Performance throttle controller. The guy had a problem with his Bluetooth connecting to that. Joe was kind enough to comment in last week's video. Wanted to follow up on tonight's show with you guys. If you had an issue with your Bluetooth, first of all, make sure on your phone that your Bluetooth is turned on so it's enabled. And then, as Joe says, go to the app in the upper right-hand corner. There's a Bluetooth symbol. Tap that and reconnect the app to your device. Keep in mind the device in the center console, and do it the way that he did it. Tuck it behind that trim piece down the center tunnel. Tuck it in there. They can't see it. So if a thief got in there, he can't turn off that controller with that pad. That pad's just to adjust the intensity of the controller. The only way to lock it for security is on your phone, so they can't do anything with that pad, even if they got in the car. So a great device. We're going to do a follow-up video on that, and another thing that he's putting on my car a week from Monday, so stay tuned for the channel on that. I just say.
Hey, you forgot about your wheel setting there,
I know, that's the second question. Every time I go to do something on my car, hey, I got news for you. I'm on the schedule and I'm a paying customer. We're going to put this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not waiting 2 years to get my track alignment.
Stay tuned.
Oops, I wasn't supposed to say anything. All right, last question real quick, and this helps some of you guys out.
I'd like to know who you got to do that. But anyway, what you got on this wheel?
I want to show you guys. These are the wheels that I had on the car, my cruising around wheels, all right? My beautiful Vossen HF5s. While in California, thanks again to my friend Greg, I was able to ship my track tires 2:30 in the morning before the track event at Willow Springs. I'm down there trying to take these off the car. 2.5 hours it took me to take these off the car. The last one, 45 minutes. You know where I'm going with this. The center hub was seized to the rotor. So Father Chuck.
See
How
that,
could I
see that brown rust in there?
Yes, sir. That's funny to you, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I didn't have a rubber mallet with me, dude. I was dying. 2:30 in the morning, I started kicking it to get it off, and I was afraid that I was going to kick it off the jack that was up in the air, man. I tell you what. So I wanted to share that so you guys can learn from my demise.
Before you put those on again, we'll take a wire brush and clean off around the hub where those go over. And then you can use any kind of anti-seize. They make copper grease anti-seize or silver anti-seize. It's just like we talk about with the grease on the rubber seals. You don't want to go crazy. You just want to put a thin coat on it so that it goes in between the hub and the wheel. And then the next time it should just fall right off.
Before anybody says anything, Rick, those are awful dirty on the inside. I was driving around on those pretty wheels with my track pad, so I'm going to clean that part too. All right, got some great looking cars to show off. First going to be my cars and then your cars. Thanks for joining us tonight on Tech Tuesday. All right, guys, not a lot to talk about, but what we do have are some great selections for you. New 2025 Corvettes left in stock here at Coughlin Chevrolet Z06 1LZ. You guys haven't seen this on the channel yet. It's got the new black wheels. Dressed it with red calipers, still did grill guards in it. I just think that should be standard on Z06. One thing I forget to talk about on Z06 is that it comes standard with magnetic ride control. If you got a coupe, yeah, look at that red intake. Man, is that a hot looking car. Also has navigation and PDR on this 1LZ. The steering wheel cover looks like that of a 3LZ. So again, a great value story on these 2025s. And they're not $6,000 to $9,000 more that they're going to be in 2026. Wilson, your E-Ray is here. Congratulations, sir. Here's another great value story. Seawolf Gray, canceled color as we know for 2025. It's a 1LZ hardtop convertible Z06. It too will have navigation PDR. Put the decal on here to dress it off. Even got some nice looking wheels and yellow calipers. Good looking spec here. Great value story on that. Flexible on pricing too, so let us know. We've got a beautiful 2025 competition yellow Z51 coupe. It has magnetic ride control, GT1 seats. It's a 2LT yellow spoiler, the new spoiler that they've designed for 2025. And if you do the low spoiler or you get a Z51, keep in mind this front splitter, as we discovered before anybody on YouTube and shared it with you, is a little bit longer all the way across to help offset the aerodynamic balance of that new spoiler for 2025. Hysteria, hardtop convertible grill guards. Yes, forgot to mention this has grill guards. Grill guards in this, it's a 2LT GT2 seats with two-tone seats. If you can see inside there, yeah, okay, pretty. Z51, great looking spec. Another Z51 hardtop convertible in black. Love the hood stinger. This can be added later if you guys wanted to do that. They have it in the silver, they have it in the red, and they have it in the yellow accents. Here's another great, wow, my gosh, look at this thing. Great value story. Grill guards, 1LZ Z06 in red mist with the high polished wheel, the edge red calipers, navigation. Oh my gosh, nav and PDR. And you've got the matching intake on this red mist Z06 coupe. Just came in last week, you guys. Also a fresh arrival. I think we talked about this in one of our posts on Instagram or Facebook. Haven't had a red car in a while. Torch red coupe, you can never go wrong with that. It's a 2LT, magnetic ride control, grill guards, the new gloss black wheels that came out mid-cycle 25, red calipers. And then there's the E-Ray that we got part of our inventory packages, and because we got this in the manner in which we did, it saves you extra money. E-Ray coupe, it's a 2LZ with the upgrade of the GT2 seats, all red seats, gloss black wheel, edge red calipers, red engine cover. That's a hot car, man. I'm still shocked that they got rid of Seawolf Gray. Really am. A couple more for you guys, then we'll get to your rides. Just came in. I should have grabbed the keys to this. I'm sorry about that. Just came in. Riptide blue car. Did this in a 3LT. We're going to have a detailed video on 3LT coming up a little bit. It's a hot, humid day. We've got this beautiful dash. We've got blue stitching in here. Can you guys even see that? Oh my God, is this gorgeous. This car will have front lift, hardtop convertible with a body color accents. I did the standard wheels because so many of you guys are doing your own wheels or chroming them and that kind of stuff. So you've got the opportunity to do that and not feel like you threw money away on wheels that you're not going to use. So these are the standard wheels at no additional cost. Did the same thing on this hardtop convertible here in Sebring Orange. I wanted to order it with habanero so bad, and it's hard when I'm ordering inventory. It's like, oh, I like this, I like that, and I know you guys will like it too, but this one I did different. If you can see inside here just a little bit, it has the natural interior. It's a 2LT, but it does have the GT1 seats, but you'll pick up all the benefits of the 2LT package. No front lift. Really don't think in most cases, really truly in most cases you don't need that. And it does have the grille guards because, like I said earlier, it's not a Z51. These are both non-Z51s with low spoilers. It does have that new splitter up in front there. I've got 2 more Z06s coming. I don't think we have any Stingrays coming, but we are taking pre-orders for 26s. We'll probably see something on Thursday, what they're going to do as far as ordering and production, stuff like that. As soon as we do, we'll let you know. As we said at the beginning of today's show, more than likely, we don't know because they're not telling us, but we think that tomorrow they're going to drop the Nürburgring ring time for the ZR1 or ZR1X. What I would imagine it would be ZR1X, but I think because the ZR1 is out, that will be the car that actually has to say, well, this is the time this car got. And then what's going to happen? Well, then what's the ZR1X do? Just give us both times. Looking forward again to seeing you guys this Sunday in Louisville, Kentucky for the River Cities Corvette Club show. All kinds of cool cars, trucks, motorcycles, and Corvettes. Before you go, let's show off your beautiful rides. Thanks for watching tonight.
Too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you Hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead.